Hey guys, it's Rosa here. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I'm here today to share with you some of my sewing and knitting plans, what I've got coming up over the next few months. I'm very excited. I've got some really nice new things I'd like to share with you and hopefully some nice plans. So let's get started. So the first thing I'd like to share with you are some vintage fabrics. So I am very into spending time on eBay, as you may know, and especially I love finding really beautiful, unusual vintage fabrics. So over Christmas I was given a beautiful book on Liberty vintage interiors, and well, not really vintage, the book's I think from the 80s, but it's really lovely, just absolutely dream interiors, and it's all Liberty fabrics, just so beautiful, from my boyfriend's sister, which was one of my favourite presents actually. It was just such a gorgeous book. I just spent hours looking through it. So I spent a lot of time searching on eBay for some vintage Liberty, and the first one which I'll share with you is this here. So this I think is destined to become a Megan Nielsen Sudley dress or some other kind of really loose, flowy type short tunic. That's my aim. Maybe not a tunic, but we'll make a baby doll type dress, you know, so very loose, quite boxy. I really love the Cassiope dress, but I feel like the bat wing would kind of annoy me, because I feel like if I have a bat wing on things I can't put a coat over it very easily. Anyway, so I'm having a ponder. I think the Megan Nielsen Sudley, which I'll put a picture in here, but have a look at that print. Isn't it just so beautiful? So this is a vintage Liberty, probably from, well, probably not vintage, retro Liberty from the 80s, and I just fell in love with that print. Look at all those colours. Really, really just, yeah, I love pink and green together. And it's actually a really lovely weight fabric. So it's a blend of cotton and wool. So the wool just makes it that little bit cozy for the winter. I mean, whether this was originally intended for interiors or clothing, I don't know, but I don't really mind. So I've got, I think, 2 meters of this, but it's about 1 meter wide. As you can see, that's folded. So yeah, it's about 1 meter wide. I've got 2 meters, which is plenty to make a short dress. I'm very excited. I will leave a link to the seller that I found this from down below, just in case they have some other little gems on there. But honestly, just, you can set alerts on eBay, which is a really good idea. So for brands you like, or just keywords that you're interested in, you can set a search, and then every time something gets put on there, or I think once a week sometimes they'll send you like an update on what's on there. So it's dangerous. I mean, it's up to you if you want to do that. But it does help you to find some good bargains. I think I paid £20 for this, which I think is a really good value for a wool cotton blend. It's also vintage and Liberty, so it's actually their wool fabrics full price new at like 50 quid, so pretty good. The next vintage Liberty I found is to make some cushions. So because I was reading this book on Liberty interiors, I got really like, oh my goodness, I want to make the whole house beautiful and like full of nice cushions and soft furnishings and stuff. So I found this, which it says on the side, Liberty Craft fabric. It's the Vittoria collection. So I can show you that on the selvage. There you go. So Liberty Vittoria. And I think this is a great idea. So what they did was they produced cushion panels all on one piece of fabric. So you can see there are 4 cushion panels, which are all the same but facing different directions. Oh, are they? No, they're all facing the same direction. They're literally all exactly the same. So you get 4 cushion panels that look like this. And the idea is, of course, that you would cut them out and then you can make your own Liberty cushions, which is quite nice. And this was really quite reasonably priced. I think I paid £10 for this, which was, yeah, pretty good. And I just love the colours. I think they're great. And so you could choose if you wanted to make 4 cushions with this on the front and a different back, or if you wanted to make 2 cushions which are reversible, you know, whatever you fancy. I haven't decided yet, but I'm excited to make some cushions, and with that in mind I've got some more fabrics to make cushions. So I got some John Lewis vouchers for Christmas. So again, going down this hole of just getting super overexcited about making my house look like this Liberty house which they had in this book, I went to John Lewis and they have William Morris fabrics in there now. Did you guys know this? I had no idea. So I'll link them down below because I'm pretty sure they're available on their website too. If not, they are available in all of their stores. I did ask when I was in there. And they're just lovely. So they have an assortment, and of course I couldn't leave the Strawberry Thief behind. I ummed and ahed about whether I could get away with wearing the Strawberry Thief, and I think I could on a much smaller scale, This is kind of huge. Like, I think it does have to be interiors, but isn't it gorgeous? And I haven't decided. I bought a 1/4 meter, I think. Is that a 1/4 or a half? That is like a half, doesn't it? I bought 1/2 meter. These were, oh, I think 15 or 16 pounds, somewhere around there. Yes, I'll link them again, just so you can see. But yeah, I bought 1/2 meter of 4 different ones because I got very overexcited. So I've got enough to make quite a lot of cushions. I haven't decided if I'm going to do patchwork with these. I thought it could be nice to do like a large square in the center, which is the strawberry thief motif or something, and then do paneling around the edges in these ones which aren't so symmetrical. I do love this one though. Yeah, I love William Morris. I just think they're so beautiful, and I just love the colours, everything. So whether I'll do yeah, a motif in the middle and then have panels around the edges, whether I'll do just a crazy patchwork on one of them, whether I'll just do the whole front in a plain. I mean, this, well, I say plain, in just one fabric. This one's my favourite. So this is the Strawberry Thief in this navy blue. I mean, I would have this as wallpaper if I could afford to, but I can't afford to, so not right now anyway. But oh my god, I love this. So this one I'm very tempted to just make a simple cushion, just to really, you know, just show off the fabrics. I think it's so beautiful. Yeah, big William Morris fan over here. I think he's great. And I also got this one here, which is a much more muted print. So my thought was, yeah, for paneling, for the backs, you know, something like that. But it is definitely much more sort of simple, but again, so beautiful. If you look at the detail in that print, oh, I just think it's gorgeous. I love how he uses so many natural motifs, so motifs from the natural world in his prints. So yeah, that's what I've got there. So I'm planning on making an assortment of beautiful cushions. That's my plan anyway, and I'm hoping, yeah, it was really great to get that one on eBay. It's nice to have some vintage, but also these, such good value, I thought, for William Morris fabrics. I mean, it was great that I had a voucher as well to get those with. So I'm very excited, because actually if you were going to go and buy a William Morris cushion, they're very expensive. So I figured to make them myself would be a nice option, I mean, because I enjoy doing it, but also save some money. That's always good. So those are my 2 plans so far. Make a really nice flowery smock dress and then make some nice William Morris cushions. I'm also going to be making some more baby clothes because I'm obsessed. It just makes me so happy. I love doing it. I love seeing, you know, obviously beautiful babes wearing them as well. It's always lovely. So I picked up a few new jerseys I thought I would share with you. So I think you've actually seen a lot of these, so I'll just show you the ones that you've not seen, which are these 3 here. So the first is this one, and actually I would probably wear this. It matches my tights perfectly. I'm looking down thinking, yeah, they're the same colour. I think this one could be used by an adult. I mean, it's just so lovely. So it's from Stuff and Still. Again, I bought 1/2 meter, which is enough for me to make some leggings, a hat, and probably potentially a little top as well. Just depends. I'll be making them in a bigger size now, so I'll probably have to choose just 2 things to get out, because the babes are outgrowing all their little 3-month size I made before. They make the 6 and 9-month size now. But isn't it so cute? It has like that kind of cool 70s vibe to it somehow. Maybe it's that colour or the motif, I don't know. Love that one. Again, I will link all of these fabrics down below, so anything you like the look of you can find easily. And these are usually, I think, £12 per metre, somewhere around there, which when you're getting 1/2 metre, I mean, it's really good value. This one is also lovely. They have a very high elastane content. I think it's like 5 or 6%. So they're still very soft. They feel like cotton, but they have that elastane to give it just a bit more comfiness for the babies, as they're starting to move around now. This one's very cute as well. So this is kind of, it has that washed look to it, but I liked that about it. Often I don't like that look. I like things to be quite intense, but I really liked the little raindrop motif with this sort of really nice mixture of colours. I felt like this one. So I've got those 2, and then the last one my friend chose. I do think it's adorable, kind of like a hippie fabric. It's got peace signs all over it. So yeah, it's this really lovely fabric. So it's got all the different hands, and it's just, yeah, I think it's really cute. It's also got a sort of speckled look if you look in the background. Whether you can see, I'm really hoping the camera's focusing. But they're all really, really gorgeous, and I think they're going to make absolutely adorable baby clothes. I'm still going for that mix and match vibe. The top, I'm actually really, really looking for some advice on this one. So for the top, I would love some tips on any patterns which you have used that are really good for babies, babies under 1 for tops. Because I've made the wee lap tee and I just don't love it as much as I love the little tee, the petite pegs and the teeny beanie. I don't know, I find it very fiddly. I don't know if the bands are actually the right length. You have to stretch them quite a lot. I'm not as in love with it. Still is a lovely pattern, don't get me wrong, but I'm not as in love with it as the trousers and the hat. I feel like there must be a simpler, more effective pattern out there. So please leave your tips down below on specifically baby tops. I've looked at Brindle and Twig and they all just seem to be like a simple round neck, which I always thought was, you're not meant to do that until they're a little bit older for changing them and whatnot if they have an accident. Or they have the poppers on the shoulders and I'm terrified of putting poppers on them. I know it's ridiculous, but I'm so scared of them falling off and like it being a choking hazard. I just, you know, you never want to hurt them. So yeah, I'm a bit paranoid about poppers. So I really am looking for another one which has that kind of lapped shoulder. So if you do have any suggestions, I would very much appreciate that. Thank you. So those are my new baby fabrics. Very excited to get going there. I mean, they're such easy projects. I think like half an hour for the trousers, half an hour for the hat. And you've got a really adorable little present there. And the last thing that I'm planning on is some knitting. So I'm getting very into my knits now. So as I mentioned, if you watch my previous makes video, if not, I'll leave a link to it down below. I am making, I've got my phone here, with my lovely sticker on it. So I got this really cool sticker from the Selkie launch party. And it was in the goodie bags from, of course, Joy at the Pink Coat Club. So I've got my little seamstress sticker on there. So I'm part of the gang. So yeah, anyway, so I was very inspired by Maddie. I'll leave a link to Maddie's Instagram account down below if you're interested in having a look at her lovely knits and sews. But she made the Trefan sweater. I will leave a link to it here. I'll leave a picture to it here and I'll leave a link to it down below. But it's just such a cool shape. So it's really like cropped, sort of loose, blousey, really interesting textures, chunky, and I'm very excited. So after filming this, I'm going to be going shopping. I'm going to pop to John Lewis and see what yarns I can get my hands on. I'm determined to find a chainette yarn because I've read that they pill less, and my recent make, although I'm obsessed with it and ridiculously proud that I actually knit a jumper, it does pill quite easily, and I'm really keen to find if I can find a yarn that doesn't pill so easily, just so I don't have to bobble off all the time, you know, with my little bobble off machine. And I kind of just want to make a copy of the one in this picture because I'm unimaginative clearly, but I just really love the colour. I think it looks so cool. Yeah, so I'm going to try and find something in the kind of maybe dark purple, dark red, browny colour family. I just think it's beautiful. So yeah, I really love it. I mean, she's clearly a beautiful model. It looks amazing on her. I'm not sure if the colour will suit me as much, but fingers crossed, we'll see. So those are my plans. I'm hoping to make a lovely smock, some nice cushions, some baby clothes, and hopefully knit a jumper. Maddie said hers took her like 8 hours. It will probably take me, I don't know, like 20 hours because I'm really quite slow and I'm still learning. But any tips you have for baby tops, please leave them down below. And similarly, any tips for yarns that do not pill but are still quite chunky, I would very much appreciate. Yeah, that would be awesome. Thank you so much. Also, of course, leave down below what you are planning on making. Let me know, yeah, what you've got coming up and we'll have a little chat. That would be great. Thank you ever so much for watching this video. Please do give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to click subscribe if you'd like to see some more videos from me. That would be great. And oh yeah, do click the little bell icon if you would like to get a notification every time I post a new video, and you'll be the first to know. So yeah, I think that's everything for today, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. I'll see you again very soon. Bye.